Hey guys, so we're going over my Friday Night Magic draft deck that I went 3-0 with, and then we're opening these prize packs. Should be good. I drafted blue-red, and it was a very interesting draft. Pack 1, pick 1. I opened a trading post, and you notice that my pick 1 is not a trading post, and I think a lot of people would have chosen that because it's colorless, it's pack 1, it keeps you open. However, I've drafted Flames of the Firebrand pick 1 before. I love the card. It is the classic 2-for-1, and I just can't go without it. So that was pick 1. Pick 2, I get Encrust, and that was a strange pick. It might seem very strange and not very overlapping synergy, but it was just a... The thought was, I passed a trading post, so I wanted an answer to it, and in the last round, I did play against the trading post player, and I did play Encrust on the trading post to win the game, so that was good. Other stuff from pack 1 was a Rewind, which you'll find that there's very good synergy in my deck with this Rewind. It is very good. Pack 1, I got a Ring of Valkis. I also got another Ring of Valkis, but not in pack 1. It was like pack 2. And also in pack 1, I got not 1, not 2, but 3 Searing Spears, which is absolutely insane. All in pack 1. Pack 2, pick 1, I opened Krenko, and this guy is an absolute beating. So far my draft is going absolutely insane. On-color bomb. Just what I wanted to see. And even better, I was able to use this Goblin token and a bunch of dice. So that's always good. I got past a Hellion Crucible right away, and I thought that was very exciting, because if you noticed earlier, I had the Rewind, so I could counter something, and then with the lands untapped, do other stuff with my mana. Next in pack 2, in the same pack, I got past a Firewing Phoenix and a Goblin Arsonist, and my pick was actually the Goblin Arsonist over the Firewing Phoenix. My thought process was, I had a lot of 2-drops in the Searing Spears, a lot of 3-drops, 4-drops, but no 1-drops, so I needed something to curb out with, and this guy's a solid guy. I had Krenko too, so that's also a reason to take a Goblin. But what was really shocking was Firewing Phoenix tabled. The strange thing too was, it was a 9-player draft. We had 9 players tonight at Friday Night Magic, so 8 other people saw this card and did not take it. Now, I know it's not the most amazing card, and it's not the best rare. However, I played this card in all the games I won, and it did a lot of work, so this is an all-star for me. What was a really awesome play would be Rewind something, and then bring back Firewing Phoenix. So there's all that synergy in this deck, and it was awesome. Mindclaw Shaman, got this guy in pack 2, also. He's really a hit and miss, so 5 mana 2/2, absolutely failing the vanilla test. However, one game I was able to use him basically as a duress to take out an opponent's face reward, and I think that was the play of the game. That's what won me a match 2. So basically, it was more of a discard spell, hitting a lot of sourcing instants that couldn't use right away or didn't really have an effect. So it was really more of a discard spell. So, and the body was pretty weak too. But overall, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. I was glad to have it. Other stuff around the deck: Furnace Whelp, Fire Elemental. Now, originally I had a switcheroo, and if you look at my deck, it's a lot of spells and a lot of good creatures to complement those spells. And I have some dirtily stuff, like maybe a Goblin token. So there wouldn't be 0 targets for good targets for switcheroo. But I just found I needed more creatures. Just a big fat body to put a ring on was absolutely essential to winning some games. So after match 1, I took out switcheroo for Fire Elemental, and that was about basically the only change I made to the deck over the night. Other stuff, I got another Encrust, which was absolutely awesome. Just get rid of all the trading posts. Fairy Invaders, also sick play with Rewind. I did get to use that. Pack 3, I opened Spelltwine, and I Windmill Slammed this. I have all these instants and sorceries, and I saw some murders going around, so I just knew this would absolutely win me some games. And match 3, game 2, attack someone with Firewing Phoenix, and then cast Spelltwine second main phase for Searing Spear and Essence Drain for the exact lethal. So very satisfying. Last stuff around at the deck was an Unsummon and 2 Archaeomancers, which were absolutely awesome because I'm all blue-red playing all these spells. Sometimes I've drafted blue-red before, but you play a lot of creatures. You don't get to play the awesome... Well, the color combination is all about spells, and I finally get to play a deck centered around blue-red spells. Agro Bolas, this hit, of the 3 times I played it, it hit 2 out of the 3 times, so that was good. Pick up a Searing Spear here, just nice. Turn to Slag. I saw all the rings going around. Not all the rings, but I saw a lot of rings going around in the draft and against other people in matches. I never drew it, and I had other stuff to deal with artifacts and creatures, so I'm sure it would have been a fine addition to my deck, or would have been fine to play, but I just never got a chance to draw it, so that's fine. And then Divination. And so for lands, I go 8 islands and 8 mountains, and the 17th land is the Hellion Crucible. And I did actually get a Hellion token, which I think looks awesome. It was just absolutely a blast to play with. And so going through the sideboard, Switcheroo I mentioned. The only thing I really brought in was Smelt against the Trading Post deck, and in match 2, the player had 2 rings and a Kite Sail, so those were brought in. But other than that, I had Windrake. I didn't play the Scroll Thief. Some other dirty stuff. I didn't play the Goblin Battle Jester. I had a 5-mana 2/2, didn't want a 4-mana 2/2, but they were options to bring in. I had a Kraken Hatchling if I ever needed to muck up the ground. Sometime during Pack 2, I picked up a Gem of Becoming, and I also had this Muck Waiter. What happened was last week I drafted the Nicol Bolas deck, which was tons of fun, and in my hopes and dreams, I was hoping I would be able to draft the Nicol Bolas deck yet again, even though I wouldn't be able to open Nicol Bolas until something like Pack 3, but that was in my mind. My Nicol Bolas deck, this Crimson Muckwaker, carried a lot of weight, and I did have the option of splashing the Gem and the Muckwaker for a swamp and going all 3 colors, but I think the mana would have been too crazy for that. I did have some Bog Flunkies, but I didn't have enough creatures to really always get them attacking on turn 3. And then I hate drafted Divine Verdict. So that was my draft pick. It got me, it won me 3 matches, so it was pretty good. Moving on to the prize packs. So, first pack. The Dalkin Entrancer, Wild Guess, Dark Favor, Captain's Call, Erase, Index, Bond Beetle, Fairy Invaders, Crater Eyes, Ravenous Rats, Angelic Benediction, Sarah Angel, Cower and Fear, and a Planar Cleansing. So as far as if this were Pack 1, Pick 1, I would be happy. Just, you might have a reasoning for Planar Cleansing. It's okay. But I'd rather just take the best threat in this pack. I'd go for the Sarah Angel if this was Pack 1, Pick 1. So we got Planar Cleansing. Alright, Pack 2. Prize Pack 2. Got Downpour, Plummet, Show of Valor, Sentinel Spider, Divination, Reckless Brute, Zombie Goliath, Yeb's Force Mage, Crippling Blight, War Falcon, Dusk Scale Worm, Knight of Glory, Volcanic Geyser, and a Sunflower Grove. Yay. So as far as Pack 1, Pick 1, there's only... Sentinel Spider is really good. I call it Sarah Spider, because it's exactly like Sarah Angel. So I think the choice is between Knight of Glory, Volcanic Geyser, and you could send a pretty good signal that green's open if you pick one of these 2 cards. I personally would probably pick up a Knight of Glory if this was Pack 1, Pick 1. And the rare was Sunflower Grove, as far as opening packs and being happy about rares and stuff. No foils yet. Alright, Pack 3. If this were Pack 1, Pick 1, we're talking about which card we would choose in a draft. So cards, Farseek, Servant of Nephrox, Merfolk of the Pearl Trident, Scroll Thief, Griffin Protector. Oh, there's a foil in this pack. Timber, Pack Wolf, Goblin Battle Jester, Crippling Blight, Vile Rebirth, Gem of Becoming, Ring of Thune, Fungal Sprouting, World Fire, and a Foil Forest. To be frank, I would pick this Foil Forest before World Fire. And as far as Pack 1, Pick 1 goes, the Serpent's pretty good. It's decent. Also competing for Scroll Thief as a good 3-drop. This pack's really not exciting. There's This pack is actually really crappy. I think it'd be a choice between Scroll Thief. I think Scroll Thief's actually the best card in the pack. Griffin Protector's alright if you get, Captain's Calls. If it were me, I'd probably just pick up the Scroll Thief. I mean, it's the only good blue card, so you're signaling other people that black's open, so there's that. And our Mythic Rare, World Fire, as far as opening booster packs and being awesome. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. So quick thing about this Hellion token. If you notice in the background, I didn't notice this until just now, there are two guys randomly flying through the air. Just enjoying the daylight, I just thought I'd like to point that out.